Yeah, hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss Apache Spark, one of the famous tool inside a market. So I'm going to start from first slide. So using Apache Spark. Okay. So first of all, I just want to tell you that what is Spark. So Spark is a lightning fast cluster computing technology, and it is a open source Apache open source tool, and it's having a lot of advantage inside it. So Apache Spark is an open source community and open source cluster computing system that aim to make the data analytic fast. Okay, so early, in 2014, it merged with Hadoop. It taking a Hadoop only storage part. Hadoop having their storage as well as their Hadoop MapReduce technique to process the data. But Spark is much faster than Hadoop. It's around 100 times faster when it work on a memory, and it's 10 times faster when it work on a disk. And you know very well, Hadoop is basically using for a batch processing purpose. But in Apache Spark, we can work on both batch as well as real time, and we can achieve the real time near to real time in Apache Spark. So now we are going to discuss this thing. So these are the Apache Spark community who currently Yahoo is there, MPlab is there, Databricks is there, Cloudera is there, Amazon, Hot, and these are the company currently working and using a it is a Spark communities. So they are using a Sparks. Now introduction of a Apache Spark. So already I told you that Apache Spark is a lightning fast cluster computing. That is what do you mean by lightning fast cluster computing? It means that it will provide you can process your data very fast. Suppose we can take an example, if Hadoop taking a 1 hour to process the 1 terabyte of data, so I think Spark is 1 upon 100 times faster than Hadoop. So maybe it will take a couple of minutes and it can process that 1 terabyte of data. So it's a fast cluster computing technology. So that's why we prefer a Spark and design for fast computation. It is based on Hadoop MapReduce, and it extend the MapReduce model to efficiently use it for more types of computation. So interactive, which include interactive query and streaming process which include interactive query and streaming process. The main feature of Spark is its in-memory cluster computing, which this is a major advantage of the Spark. It's work on a in-memory, and Hadoop is working on a disk. But Spark is working in both in memory as well as in disk. He is ready to work on both the things. But the main feature of Spark is its in-memory cluster computing that increase the processing speed of any application. You know very well, RAM is much faster than as compared to disk. Am I right or wrong, Yasir?
Yeah,
So that's why most of the work Spark is doing in a RAM, in a memory. So that's why it's fast as compared to Hadoop, and Hadoop is working on your disk. So later on we will discuss the disadvantage of Hadoop MapReduce. Hadoop MapReduce in every iteration it will hit disk again and again. So that will be a time consuming. But in a Spark, once it will read the data from disk, so it will create a RDDs. So RDD is we will discuss the RDD also. RDD is a function fundamental data structure of your Spark. So it will take your data in the form of RDDs. It will create a RDDs in RAM. And Spark is designed to cover a wide range of workload. Workload is the term here. Suppose such as batch application, iterative algorithm, interactive queries, and stream. If we are talking about a Hadoop, Yasir,
yeah,
in a Hadoop, if we want to do some SQL, so you always prefer Hive. Am I right or wrong?
yes,
If you are going for
structure,
some scripting, so you always prefer Pig. If you are doing some
unstructured.
streaming, so you always go for a Flume.
Yeah,
So Hadoop need a lot of workloads, means manage these tool in their ecosystem. But in
yeah,
Spark, in a single package, you will get everything. Spark SQL is there, Spark streaming is there, iterative algorithms is there, interactive queries, streaming and batch application, and graphics is there. So everything you will get in a single package. Even you can perform a machine learning also inside a Spark R is also available. So in a single package you will get everything. But in Hadoop case, if you want to do anything like SQL, so you have to manage a Hive. If you want to do a streaming, you have to manage a Flume. But in a Spark, in a single package, you will do anything. So it workload is very less in Spark case. So here you can just see, apart from supporting all these workload in a respective system, it reduces the management burden of maintaining separate tool. In Hadoop, they always maintain the separate tools. So, but in Spark, there is this burden will gone. Okay.
Yeah.
Now that we are going to discuss the features of Apache Spark. So there is a three features which is broadly discussed here. First one is speed. Already I told you that Spark help to run an application in a Hadoop cluster up to 100 times faster in a memory and 10 times faster when running on a disk. And this is possible by reducing number of read-write operation to the disk. I told you that in case of Hadoop MapReduce, it always read the data from disk. After processing that data, again store in a disk. So again that process data it will take for further process. So it will again read from disk. So there are lot of time waste during the time of read and write from disk. So which is very you can say that disadvantage inside a Hadoop MapReduce. So
Yes.
so this is the possible by reducing number of read-write operation to the disk in Spark case. So it store the intermediate processing data in a memory. So it always store. Once it will read the data from disk, it will create some intermediate processing data in memory. So in the form of RDDs, and we can perform further queries on that already that data which is in memory. So in final output we can store the data again in a disk. So there are they will reduce your read write operation from a disk. Only one time it will read, and final output when you are going to store inside a disk, so that time you can hit the disk. So in between no need to hit the disk, it will create a RDDs and you can process on your RDDs. And RDD is your fault tolerance. RDD means resilient distributed data set. So resilient means fault tolerant or immutable, you can say that. So which we can not destroy. Okay. We can always create a new RDD. I will show you practically these part also, and support multiple language. There is a beauty inside it. Multiple in a Hadoop MapReduce course, Hadoop MapReduce processing. You always choose a Java language there. But in Spark case, you can choose Scala option is there, Python is there, Java is there, and in Scala and Python you will get some interactive mode. But in Hadoop MapReduce, you always submit the job in the form of Java. In the form of Java, you always submit the job. So there is no interactive mode like Hive, like a Current. You remember, you get a cells there. Interactive mode is there. So same as in Python, if you are typing a PySpark, you will get a interactive mode of Python. If you are typing a Spark shell, you will get a Scala interactive mode. So there is an interactive mode is also provided. So and the beauty is that it will provided 3 languages. So no one if
How about the R?
yeah.
How about the R? How can I get the R inside the Spark?
Spark R you can type.
Spark R.
Yeah.
That's all.
You just type a Spark R, you will get a R cell. And what is the difference between Spark R and R? Can you tell me one is difference?
Oh, okay. I got it now. The difference is, of course, the speed, the
because
what
you
else?
raised the query, na Spark R. So that's why I ask you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me what is the difference, Spark R and R?
R itself, it doesn't support the MapReduce. It doesn't support the
No.
R
Actually,
itself, only R.
yes. What?
It doesn't support the big data things like
Exactly. In case of R, whenever we are going to deal with huge amount of data, so out of memory scope. So out of
Yeah.
there are a lot because R we are not going to prefer for a huge amount of data set. So
Yes,
Spark
yes,
R
yes.
we can perform, and so in our case you always seen some error like out of memory. These kind of error we are always facing inside R. So but in Spark case you won't face such kind of thing. So that's why we go for a Spark R. Everything R, every concept of R inside a Spark R. But Spark is always work on a huge amount of data.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and there is a
Have
third
you
one is
worked with
advanced
R
analytic.
Studio
Yes,
before?
what?
Have you worked with R Studio before?
R Studio. Yes,
Yeah?
yeah. R Studio is a framework of R. You can perform
Yes.
your R queries, everything there.
Can I integrate Spark R into R Studio?
I think there is a maybe a some. I think maybe some plugins is available there, so you can do this thing.
I will try to do it.
Yes, yes, and you have to update me कि whether it is this kind of possibilities is available in R Studio or not. Okay, you just find out and tell me because I have not used a R Studio framework for a Spark. So you will just explore it and tell me कि is it possibilities are there or not. Okay.
Also, the similar question in terms of Eclipse, for example, or
I never use always I prefer a interactive mode, so I have no
uh,
idea about Yasir. I will Google it and then I will tell you ki whether is it possible in Eclipse or R Studio. So I have
I
to
think there are some hits. I already searched, and
what
there are some possibilities.
I don't what Yasir, could you pardon one again?
It is possible to install Spark R inside R Studio. That's really good.
Yeah, no, Spark streaming is different thing, and Spark R is a different thing.
Okay.
Both are different, so we cannot spark streaming in a Spark or no, this possibility won't be. No, both are different
Let
thing.
me, yeah, let me check it by myself
Yes,
and
yes, yes,
see.
yes. Okay,
That was, yeah, okay, cool.
so now advanced analytic Spark not only support map and reduce, it also support a SQL queries, which earlier I told you that, and streaming
Yeah.
data you can perform, machine learning you can perform, graph algorithm you can perform inside it.
Machine learning, it comes with Python or it comes with Spark itself, like it has some other languages.
Which one?
The machine learning.
Yeah, machine learning you can perform with the help of Python. You can perform these things.
Okay,
Okay. Now,
cool.
what is a Spark? The fast and expressive cluster computing system compatible with Apache Hadoop. Okay.
Yeah,
So and efficient yani journal executing graph in memory. It Spark work in memory. Yani rich API in Java, Scala, Python is interactive cell. Okay.
yeah,
So up to 10 times faster on a disk, 100 times in a memory,
yeah,
and it will reduce your code like 2 to 5 times it less code. In a Java, if you are writing a word count program, it will take around 40-50 lines is there. But in Spark, if you are writing a few lines of code, you will get a easily output there. Okay.
yeah, cool.
So key concept yani writing a program in terms of transformation on distributed data set. So there is a two important concept inside a Spark. There is a two important operation, transformation and actions. So we will discuss. So already I told you there is a concept like resilient distributed data set. So RDD, which I talk, key it always take a data
Yeah,
from disk and create a RDDs, and RDDs is in memory. So collection of object is spread across a cluster, stored in a RAM or on a disk. So built through a
yeah,
parallel transformation and
yes,
automatically rebuilt on failure. I told you that now automatically rebuilt on failure. In case if RDDs goes down or a fail, so it automatically it rebuilt. Operations, I told you that there are two kind of operation support inside a Spark: transformation and actions. transformation example like map, filter, group. Whenever you are performing any transformation on any RDD, so it will
Yeah.
create a new RDD. Always create
Yeah.
a new RDD. It won't modify the existing one. It always create a new RDD whenever you are transformation perform on any RDD. And action, when so there is a one Spark always perform a lazy evaluation. So whenever it won't access the data until you can not perform the action on it. So count, collect,
Okay.
and save. There are a lot of, so at least 80 high level operators available inside a Spark. So one by one we are going to discuss each and every one, which will come during our meets. So we will discuss all the operations. 80 high level operators available inside a Spark. So working with RDD, how we work with RDD. So I told you that suppose this is a command, sc text file, and your file name is something else. So it always create a RDD. RDD, I told you that it is a fundamental data structure of your Spark. So whenever it will
Yeah.
read the data from file, so it will create a RDDs. You can see there.
Okay.
On RDD, you can perform your transformations. So I told you that map, filter, group by, reduce by. So at least 80 high level operators is available. So after transformation apply on RDD, you will get another RDD, new RDD you will get. Okay.
And it
And
saves the previous one?
I what? Yes, sir.
It saved the previous one, the previous RDD?
Yeah, you can save. There is a some operator is available. You even you can want to save your RDD. You can easily save your RDDs also.
Okay.
So there is a one method, save as text file. With the help of this method, you can just save your file inside a RDD.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Now yes sir. Even you can perform. Here is a transformation you can perform on RDD. Even action you can also perform on RDD. Actions like I told you that count, collect. There are a lot of actions. So it will access. Then after that it will load the data, and so you can perform the action. Actions means value. In case of transformation, you always get a new RDD, but in case of action, you always get a values. Okay.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
If I have a file of millions, big
Yes.
file, Excel file has 2 million variables.
Okay.
Okay. And then I want to make this query,
Okay.
lines with spark count something.
Yeah.
I upload, I just easily upload that file to my Spark
Okay.
and then perform this, or do I need the computation itself? Do I need to connect it to my Amazon, or my machine is okay to do it? I don't know.
No, no. I'm not getting exactly. You have a one file having a millions of records there.
Big file, 5 million records, let's
Okay,
say.
5 millions record, and you upload
I,
this file in a Spark using this method text
yes,
file equal to s. So it will create your RDDs. Am I right?
yes.
Then after that,
Then
what
is
do you
it
want?
better to perform it on my machine, my laptop,
Yes.
and or connect to the Amazon web server?
No,
What
no.
is
Yasir,
better?
your question is totally different. Uh, First of all, the thing is that you have a one file million, 5 millions record is there, and you are preferring your machine. Okay, only you are
Yeah,
preferring
is
your.
it better to upload it to perform this? I want to do some queries. I want to see what is there. I want to do
You
some
want a
analytics.
fast result on your data. Am I right?
Yes,
So
yes.
Yasir, always go for a cluster. In a single machine, you cannot perform such thing. So always prefer a cluster.
Okay,
So in a cluster, there are multiple data nodes is available there. So your
okay.
RDD will be divided in different data node. Inside a RDD, it always store the data in the form of partition. So suppose for your file, it's 30 partition is created. So in your cluster, there is a 50 machine. So 30 partition in different machine. So that machine using their own computation power. So your result will be get. So whenever you are going to work with a huge amount of data set, always go for a cluster. It will create partitions. So partition in different machines. and whenever you are
Yeah.
running your query, so it will give you a fast result. But in a single machine, if you are doing perform, so it will take us some time because cluster is much faster as compared to standalone machine or a single node machine.
Okay, got it.
You get it?
Yeah. Yeah, continue.
Okay, so Yasir, if you want to work on a cloud na,
Yeah.
हाँ, so first of all you have to upload your file in S3.
Yes.
Okay, then after
Yeah.
that you just open your Spark shell, and you can just write the query text file is equal to sc text file, and give your path there, S3 path.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you just type as S3 colon double slash your bucket name and your folder name and your file name.
You just solved my homework.
Yes, yes, I'm giving you as well as homework also. So you will just
Yeah.
upload one file in your S3 and perform. Look here, I'm giving you some practical part here. Suppose now, right now my file system is Linux. So same if you are going to work on a cloud, so S3 will be your file system.
Yeah.
Am I right or wrong? So I'm going to open
Yes.
my PySpark here. I'm looking. I have a one file here. I'm just checking. In a home there is a one file, Virat Kohli Virat dot x. This is my text file Virat dot txt. So look here. This is my PySpark. Now Yasir, I'm going to show you how many SC is your Spark contest. Later on I will discuss this Spark contest. Here I'm just telling you it's a functionality and it is an entry point of any application.
Yeah.
Okay, Spark contest. If I'm typing sc dot, I'm using tab. I think not working. So I think already I gave you a one file. There is a one command. Can you tell me that command if you remember?
For what?
Just wait, Yasir. I have a one file. Uh, I think I share you one PySpark file. Give it to me my hard disk. Just wait, Yasir. I'm giving you. I think yeah, PySpark code basic. So now Yasir, it's not working. Yeah, Yasir, I need this. Already I share you this file if you remember.
No.
I have not shared you.
No.
Okay, I'll
I
double
didn't
check.
have any Spark
Yes.
materials.
Okay. Wait. Now Yasir, you can see how much command you are going to use. If I'm typing sc dot tab, Yasir, look at that much function you can use with sc.
Yeah.
This much. With the help of sc Spark content, you can use package extension, classes, declare,
Uh,
activity Spark, call size with the help of sc. App name you can use, binary files you can use, broadcasts. So there is an option in a last you can watch. I'm going to highlight that one. sc.text file. With the help of this, you can upload the file. So there are three
yeah.
ways you can create a RDD inside a Spark. The first one, giving an external source. So if I'm going to use text file, so I'm going to write down my path name. Where is my file, like home? Then option is Ragini. Then slash my file name is virat.txt. So there is a three way you can create a RDD. So
Yeah.
I'm loading this file in some variable. I'm taking A.
Yeah.
So whenever I'm going to enter it, so now you can see here, it load the data. It's not loaded the data. It's giving a some pointer to A. A point to this virat.txt. When I'm going to perform some action on it, then it will load it. Before that, I am going to check the type of A. What kind of type of A? If I'm going to print type A. So you will see the type A is a RDD.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? Now I'm going
Yeah.
to load whenever I'm going to perform the action. You can watch even here also. Just wait. Local host. The web UI port number is 4040. So there is no stage. Nothing is loaded here in Spark. Only A is point to virat.txt. Okay. Whenever we are
Yeah.
going to perform some action, then it will load the data on your memory. So suppose I
Okay.
am going to perform one action, collect. Collect is an action. So it will collect all the data. So this is
Yeah.
your data. You get it? Now you can watch it load the data in memory.
How big it will be, it's no problem, right?
Yes, 7.8 MB size of this data. Okay,
Mhm.
and 1 second it will take to read the data. Even you can check these things also, DAG visualization. Later on I will discuss this DAG. I'm just only showing you practical. So in DAG visualization you can see here is a virat.txt, and it will create a map partition RDD1. It created a one RDD, and number of partition is 2. You can watch number of partition is 2. So in stage I'm going. So in a story, in a stage part, you can see the number of partition is 2. By default
Yeah.
it's 2 is created for one RDD. So created a first
Yes.
RDD. You get it? Even
Yes.
if you want to count, the count is also action. So with the help of count we can count the number of line inside it. So how much line inside it? Now we are 7,500, 7,051, 500, 5,000, 75,122 lines is there. So if you are going to perform some transformation on it, so we are going to take another B variable and we are going to perform transformation on A. So A dot, we are going to take, so again we can type a tab button. So now this much operation you can perform on your RDD. Join is there,
Yeah.
key by is there, keys is there, lookup, map, map partition,
This is
max.
all about Python, right? This is all Python thing.
Yes, everything is Python. Even you can perform with A is your RDD, and with this RDD you can perform that much operations.
Yeah.
Short by, set name. So I'm going to use a flat map concept. There in top you can see flat map values, and flat map is
Yeah.
also in top. So I'm going to use a flat, FALT, flat map. So I'm taking a anonymous function. If you remember lambda.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to take, I'm going to take a line and I'm going to split each line. Line dot split. You can again type a tab button. No, it's not showing with. Okay, you can take a split. Split on what basis? Space. On space basis. If you have some other delimiter, you can just pass it. My space
Yeah.
is there, and I'm going to close. And now again I created a new RDD. If you are going to check with the help of print type, you can check. Now B is your pipeline RDD. Pipeline RDD is your subset of your RDD.
Yeah.
This is your pipeline RDD. It's not loaded. So what? Whenever we are going to
You need to,
perform the,
to do an action first.
yes, whenever we are going to perform action, then it will load. Now B, it is split each and every data with comma separated. It is split your data. Okay.
Yes.
Now, so we can even check here. So in a browser you can check, in a stage you can see here you perform collect, count, collect. In collect you can watch, you read the data from virat.txt, created a map partition RDD1, and then again Python RDD collect at you perform. You perform here map partition you have
That's
performed.
very nice diagram.
What?
This diagram is fine. Is very nice to teach
Okay,
the concept.
thank you so much, Yasser. Even you can see everything. So each and every step is written here. Now we are
Yeah.
going to perform third transformation. Suppose on b on b we are going to type. Now you can check again how much operation we can perform. So that much operation we can perform on b. So b, I'm going to map the values, so I'm using a map function is there. A map transformation I'm going to use here. So here I'm going to lambda, again I'm taking an anonymous function x. So consider it word, because everything is word there. Flat map always gives you a list of elements. Okay,
Yeah.
flat
Yeah.
map is always give you a list of elements, and whenever we are performing a map, the map always give you a single element. So what I'm going to do, I'm giving you each and every word in flat map. In b, I'm going to map it 1. Okay,
Yeah.
if I'm going to type the print of c, so you can check what is the type of c. C type is again pipeline RDD, it is a subset of your RDD, and I'm going to perform some action on it. Now you can see I map each and every value. Now every word is now 1. If you want to map it 2 or a 3, is it lovely? It map each and every value. Yasir, are you there? Yasir, hello. I think it's hello. Hello, Yasir. Hello. Guys, the some problem is coming, so I'm closing this session here. On a next video, you can watch further part. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you like the session, and please subscribe my channel also.